The US economy is battling a huge public debt. Half of Europe is in recession, and the Italian election brought new uncertainties. What does it mean for the global economy? That's what I will talk about with Heiko Peters from Deutsche Bank Research. Mr. Peters, first of all, we need to get a look on the DBIX. How did it develop in February?
The DBIX increased relatively strong in February and points to further recovery of the world economy. At the current level, the world economy should increase by a little bit more than the long-term average of 3.5%.
So because of which data is it increasing?
It's primarily because of the improvement in the US and Germany. And we see for the Japanese economy, we see stagnation at the moment. And for the Chinese economy, there are one-time effects of the Chinese New Year celebrations. So there we saw in January, February, a little bit weaker data, but we expect that the data will improve in the coming month.
Mm. So you told us the data are a little bit better, but of course the recession in the euro crisis state is still very bad. But when we look on the stock markets, we see they are rising. Why is that? How does it fit together?
The increase at the stock markets is indeed impressive. The DAX increased from the lowest level of last year by around 35%. And there are two factors that are driving the equity markets at the moment. The one factor is the hope that the real economy will recover in the course of the year. And the other factor is that there are no very good alternative investment opportunities. Real interest rates are at zero in all major economies, and so equity markets are one factor where you can get a positive real interest rate.
So the eurozone had just begun to show a slow recovery, and then the Italian votes happened. What are you expecting?
What we saw is a negative outcome of the elections. In Italy, we see a political limbo, and we think that will continue for the next month. And our basic scenario is that there will be new elections in the next 6 to 12 months. So we will see a high uncertainty in the next couple of months.
So the uncertainty will remain in the whole year 2013, or what will the eurozone do?
It depends on the development in the next month and quarters. And what has to take place for a real recovery is that the real economy, that you can see an improvement of the real economy. The last half year you saw an improvement at the financial markets, but the real economy is lagging behind, and you need the real economy to improve.
Yeah, sure. We will talk later on about the situation in Europe, and you can watch the full interview on www.dw.de/English/Made in Germany. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Peters.